All right, so the Eagles are in the playoffs. The time is now. All of that stuff that we've been talking all year, everything that you've been working for, leaving money on the table, plays on the field, all of those cliches that they say all year that Jalen Hurts has been kicking out all year. This is where all that stuff comes to fruition, right? This is where it matters. This is where we see if our coaches are as good as they think they are, or at least as good as we think they are. Because now you really can't leave anything on the table. Because if you lose, you're going home. This is for all the marbles. We are in a situation where we got to win 2 games and we're playing in the Super Bowl. You win that 3rd game, we're Super Bowl champions. We got to go 3-0. We got to go 3-0. That is a reasonable expectation. Now, here's the issue. Based on the way that Steichen and Gannon have been coaching all year, we've got to make some changes. And what makes you think that they're going to make those changes at the necessary time? Don't know. But they have to do it. You lose, you go home. This is for all the marbles, literally. You get the first week bye. It was ugly at the end. We all know the situation. But we got it done. We get that first week bye. We can get some people healthy. Clearly, Jalen Hurts' shoulder was worse than we ever thought. I heard the reports that saying he was struggling this past game. But you could tell the way he was playing safe. So you got to get it out of your system. You got to get whatever rehab you got to get. And we got to get it on and popping. We can't have any more press conferences talking about what they should have done or should have done better, or we got to get them involved, and we can't have no more of that, or we're going to be at home. We've battled all the way. We've proved people wrong. Jalen's proved people wrong. Sirianni and Steichen and Gannon have proved everybody wrong. But if we don't get past this hump in the playoffs, it's all for naught. Because we got to go right back to square one. All that fan equity we built goes out the door if we get blown out in the playoffs. So you got to put it all on the table. Everybody knows, every team we've been playing knows we are weak on defense against the run. Some days it's good, some days it's not so good. But for the most part, we're still giving up a pretty decent yards per average run defense. Not only that, our short to middle is wide open based on the scheme that we play. And everybody's going to exploit that. They would be stupid not to. Until we prove we can stop it, they would be stupid not to. So we will see who tries to exploit us and where. And we will see if Gannon's going to make the necessary adjustments to plug that hole in the middle. Because now there's no excuses as to why you can't do it. You have to do it, or we go home. Same thing on the offense. Shane Steichen has to run the ball. We have to have a balanced attack. We can't get pass drunk trying to get things started and then trying to play catch up. And then we'll end up at a press conference talking about, I wish I would have got him involved earlier in the game. We can't have that. We got to have a balanced attack right off the bat. There's no reason why we can't start the game running the ball. There's no reason why we can't do that. Everybody's got some things to prove. We got the bye week. We got to get some people healed up. We need Lane Johnson in the worst way. The Driscoll experiment has not worked. And you know what? It could have been better if we would have ran the ball more, because we all know Driscoll is a much better run blocker than he is a pass blocker. But when you get in a rhythm like that, when you bowling everybody over in the run game, your pass blocking can get a little bit better because you get in a rhythm. You just knocking guys down. It tends to make you better on both ends. But that hasn't been happening. So if we got to make the move with Mailata and Dillard, you do it. Make the move. Because we don't have time to figure out if Driscoll can block in the playoffs, or You really got to look at those matchups, and he got to come ready to play. We don't have time to try to figure stuff out. It's too late for that. We have to make the adjustments. And that's the biggest thing that scares me going into these playoffs. I think we have one of the better teams in the league to take it all the way to the Super Bowl. However, the way our coaches have been coaching these games leave a lot to be desired. Our offensive scheme is very suspect. Our red zone offense has been garbage all year. Unless it's a big play, our red zone offense is a little shaky. A little shaky. Like I just mentioned before, every team knows we leave that short to mid-middle wide open. Are we going to plug that hole? We have to do it now. We have to do it now. Whether we take on Dallas or Tampa Bay. I would kind of rather see Tampa Bay to get that bad taste out of my mouth from last year. But we got whoever we got. Things tend to get a little weird whenever we play Dallas. Yes, we have the better team, but we got to show it on the field. All the talking smack and back and forth with Dallas fans, all of that amounts to a hill of beans. We got to do it on the field. You can talk all the stuff. Yes, Dak Prescott has thrown a boatload of interceptions, leading the league in interceptions, and missed 5 games. But you know what? All it takes is one good game to send you packing. So we can't have any excuses. Jonathan Gannon better dial it up. Let the dogs loose. Let him do whatever he got to do to keep that defense running. Stop dropping Hassan Reddick back in pass protection and let him go. Robert Quinn's got fresh legs. Let him go. Let's get to the passer and let's get them boys home and get some sacks in the playoffs where it matters. Shane Steichen better open up that playbook. All them plays that we haven't called, all these runs we haven't been doing, you got to open up the playbook and you got to get it going. Miles Sanders better be running outside, off tackle. Got to make it happen now. This is where it counts. We can't get all of this way and then lose on some nonsense. We better come out ready to play. They better have a game plan, and we better be ready to execute. At least we got guys on this team that was at the last Super Bowl, so they know what it takes. They know what this ride is like. They know what they got to do. So I'm expecting to see a lot of Kelsey, a lot of Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, all them guys who were there in 2017, and they know exactly what it takes to make it. We got to put it all together because now's the time. No excuses. So let's do it. Let's get ready. And the Birds better be ready to play some ball. Go Birds.